So let me ask you this: who wins, Jones or Gane?
Oh, geez. What am I missing here? I said Jones and nothing to see. Jones, and I'm disappointed the fight got made. And but maybe I'm wrong about that. Like, there was some other people. There was a minute, and Mo, it was like 30 minutes. But there was a period of time that existed where Gane was the favorite. Now, it was not even a full couple of hours, and it went back to Jones. But I was stunned when that happened. I go, who set that line? Where Jones is going to beat him everywhere. He's going to take him. Jones can outstrike him. Like, this Gane guy's not a better striker than Jon Jones. This was my opinion. But some other people didn't have it, and that surprised me.
Well, honestly, to be real with you, okay, so remember when Jon Jones fought OSP?
Oh, yeah.
How was that fight?
It was the first time Jones was clean. I mean, that was the first time he went in there.
No, nope, wrong, nope. It was the first time Jon Jones put extra weight on to be big. That was slow Jon Jones. And he went 5 rounds, and everyone was shit. Everyone was like, "That's a terrible fight. He was horrible." So Jon Jones, I see him put out some extra muscle, right? So, I think it's gonna slow him down. If you see Jon Jones, his last 2 fights at light heavyweight, he's taking less risks. His output's a little lower. The thing that made him special when he was younger is he took the risk. But as you get older, you take less risks. I feel like Ciryl Gane has better boxing and better movement. As far as striking is concerned, Jon Jones' strong point were his teeps, his kicks, his elbows.
For sure.
He won't have those advantages. He might have the reach advantage over Ciryl Gane, but maybe 3 inches. But as far as movement, speed, strength, I think Ciryl Gane has it.
Wow. Well, you think he has it in speed? Well, see, if he has it in speed, we have a totally different fight. I mean, that's one thing that I just thought, John, watch out, touch him. They say the last thing to go is your power. Frankly, I don't even know if historically that's true, but they say it's the last thing to go. I'll tell you the first thing to go is your takedown. The first thing, if you are not sharp and practicing and drilling daily, you just forget how to take someone down. And I just think in 3 years, I think that John's takedown will be less. Even when he was active, take the Reyes fight, take the Santos fight, he wasn't getting a lot of takedowns. So I think he's going to have to rely on kickboxing. I just think it's kickboxing beats Ciryl. If I'm wrong about that, then we probably
Ciryl Gane comes from France. Kickboxing and Savate are strong there. He was a former world champion in kickboxing. To see what did the Biggie boy, I was in that camp. Biggie boy's a kickboxer, shut him down. Granted, a different style. I just think that Jones kickboxing might get nullified. He needs to use a jab, but he doesn't use a jab. His hands aren't on the same level as Ciryl Gane's. And I think that's going to be the difference. Also, 3 years away from the game, he's not Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sure.
And it's different. Like, it'd be different. Like, Sugar Ray Leonard's away from the game, and he came back to fight Donnie Lalonde at super middleweight. And there's a made-up weight class, right? But this is a different story because now Jon Jones is coming back from a 3-year layoff, a little older, facing a younger, bigger, stronger, faster guy that's been hot on a hot streak. And this younger, bigger, stronger, faster guy took Ngannou to the limit.
Sure he did.
And people could say, well, if Ngannou could take down Ciryl Gane with one leg, Jon Jones can too. Well, maybe. Don't forget, Jon Jones can take down Thiago Santos, who had no legs.
Sure.
Santos went into that fight with the torn ACL.
Interesting point.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's an interesting point.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't think of that, but that's
and nothing against Jon Jones. I think that if he wins, he could quite possibly win. But I just think that the 3-year layoff, him not being a true heavyweight, him picking on the size to be a heavyweight,
sure,
it's gonna slow him down. And I think what's gonna happen if he can't take down Ciryl Gane, who moves real well for a southpaw. Ciryl Gane will stay in the center of the cage, and if anything, if Ciryl Gane's in the center and Jon Jones is on the cage, he's gonna lose.
Sure.
They just got pointed. I think what's gonna happen is it's gonna be a 5-round boring wash, where people will be like, man, this fight was boring. But it was boring because Ciryl Gane was in control and Jon Jones could get nothing going.
Right.
Well, I hope I'm wrong. Though. I hope it's like a Heathcliff style fight.
Who's your prediction, Mo?
I think Gane. by
decision.
By whitewash decision or stoppage. Because one thing people are like, American Top Team, Wilson Govea, actually before Wilson's a guy, freestyle karate, he did the calf kick. Elwin something, I've watched the footage. The calf kick changed the game up. But now the soccer team, that kicked the stomach, changed the game up. Ciryl Gane has the best soccer team in the game.
Yes, he does.
No one comes forward when he's kicking. If you start to defend that, he hits you with the jab.
Sure.
If you back up with the cage, he clinches you up, elbows, knees, and he backs up again. I just think that him being elusive will give Jon Jones problems.
All right, I get two problems with Ciryl, and they're light, but I got two problems with Ciryl. First off, when it was time to switch paces, like with Ngannou, when it was time to go out there with an urgency, he didn't have it, and that was a surprise to me. I've seen him look good when it was easy to look good, and one time it was hard to look good, he didn't look good. I'm just fair criticism. And secondly, is him doing these interviews and talking about, Jon's the greatest ever, and it's an honor to fight the greatest ever. What is that? I don't know. Is that a weak mindset, or is he just playing a trick or a game? But I was a little disappointed to see the bigger guy stroking the balls of the smaller guy. Thought it was weird.
It's the French mindset. I think he's a polite guy. I think his name's good boy or good. He's a polite guy, and I think that maybe he's doing that. Because sometimes if you don't want to awaken a sleeping giant, so instead of making Jon Jones go out there and train harder, he's the best of all time. I'm just looking to share the cage with him and let's see what happens. And so sometimes you got to downplay things. But I feel like I don't know. I think that Ciryl Gane. I just think heavyweight isn't the right weight class for Jon because he doesn't have the to keep anyone off.
Sure.
What's he gonna do with Spivak?
Sure.
Now that dude's a big, agile guy. Pavlovich.
Yep.
Blades.
Yep. Blades is the hardest fight for Jon, in my opinion. Stylistically, I think Blades has the most to offer.
I think Sergey Spivak too. People sleep on him. He has great Greco, great judo, and he has great movement with his feet. I think that you're gonna start seeing bigger guys that can move. Like Tyson Fury was the first big guy I see move. I think we'll see that more and more in MMA with Sergey Spivak. You see Ciryl Gane. I don't know who else is out there, but
the guy you're calling Sergey Spivak. Spivak Pavlovich?
No, Spivak.
Oh! I thought you were saying Speedbag.
No,
like
he's Spivak. He's fighting Derek Lewis.
Oh yeah.
He's this guy.
I got him.
He's a sambo judo Greco guy.
Okay.
He has some great throws.
All right.
But he lost to Tom Aspinall, and that's another guy. Tom Aspinall. Good frame, great movement, good hands, good wrestling,
good looking
grappling.
heavyweight. Sure.
Big 6'5". He's the heavyweights now are younger, more athletic. I feel like they're more technical because YouTube changed the game up.
Sure.
The access to information changed things up, and Jon Jones, a lot of these guys are watching Jon Jones when he was younger because he was doing the spinning elbows, the knees, but as he's gotten older. When's the last time you saw a flying knee or a spin back elbow or any type of throw?
It's true. Well, and the takedown, I just want to bring that to your attention. Going back to the example, if power's the last thing to go, the takedown does go early. And when Jon has been in a jam, and he does dig deep. When he's in trouble, he digs deep. I'll give him credit for that. But he doesn't turn to that takedown anymore because he doesn't have it. He can't find it. He's finding those elbows. He's finding those kicks. He's finding punches. But he has lost that takedown.
Well, a lot of it didn't need it. He really didn't need it that much because, it was close. The fights were close, but he was somewhat in control in those fights. So he's the champ, so he might have got the edge. But now it's gonna be hard to find a takedown versus a guy that can move.
Yeah, Jon Jones can do things that nobody else could do.
Could.
Yeah,
all things come to an end.
We need reminded, don't we?
I don't know. We'll see because we haven't seen him get hit by a bigger guy. I haven't seen him try to take down the bigger guy because here's the thing, right? When you're a smaller man and you go up a weight class and wrestle these bigger guys or bigger men, you'll gas out. You get tired. It's a $1 million question. Ciryl Gane can find anybody to emulate Jon in a sense. Just find a wrestler, find someone that can strike. But who does Jon Jones get to emulate Ciryl Gane? Yeah. A slick, fast southpaw. Is he gonna get somebody from Greg Jackson's camp? Or who's out there in the UFC that a low level guy? There's no one really out there.
Well, you bring that up. That's a bit of an elephant in the room too. Is Winkle John has kicked Jon out of the gym, and there's a question of where is he training? And we hear these rumors that he's out with Cejudo every now and then, which is true. But I don't think that's steady. I don't think that's every day. I don't think that's twice a day, every day. This fight's a month away. He doesn't have a lot of time.
He can be with Cejudo all he wants. Cejudo's a 125 pounder, 135 pounder. If you look at the styles, Ciryl Gane fights more with the little guy than Jon Jones does.
Yeah.